Welcome, Mr. Denome. And this is going to be the last video I make about Donald Trump right now, but I saw something extremely crazy. I saw somebody actually predict the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. So I want to talk about that because the same guy who predicted the assassination attempt and Trump actually surviving, he also made predictions about a few cryptocurrency projects. So I want to make this video. It's going to be a highly controversial video. And he also predicted an economic collapse coming to USA basically in 2025. So I want to basically cover what he has said because now he has suddenly some merit after being correct about the Donald Trump assassination. But before we go there, just take a look at how close is was Donald Trump getting killed. So this video kind of shows you this is the bullseye and it's still at the center, but because Donald Trump moved at the last second, you can see that the shooter who was aiming at the center just missed its target because Trump actually moved his head away from the center, and that kind of saved his life. And obviously now people are calling this is a divine intervention. And even Trump Jr., his son, has said that Trump is a changed man. And when we take a look at his facial expressions after the attempt, you can see that he looks completely different right now. So let me actually mute this. So here he looks more calm. He seems like something has changed. I think he understands it himself when you are close to death, that you are no longer the same exact guy that you were before. I'm not going to analyze this facial expression anymore, but he just completely looks different in my opinion as well. But now let's actually go to the prophecy that I was talking about. And this video was posted 4 months ago on April 8th. And take a look at what Brandon Biggs is prophesying here.
Like trying to reform America again, bringing back America. Because the Lord told me, he said, I am not done with America. Amen. He said, there's going to be a new wave of patriotism coming out. And that's whenever I saw Trump and I saw a red wave coming out of Michigan. And then I saw Oklahoma, and there was embers of people, and they were all on they had torches all throughout Oklahoma, and they were raising up these torches that looked like fire, and they were bringing forth a new patriotism upon the nation. And it was being birthed, and it just kept spreading like fire all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash. Yeah. I saw they had a great economy plan.
I will come back to this economic crash, but what was crazy about this was 4 months ago, and he predicted both the prosecution of Donald Trump that we saw basically in June and May, and that he was actually convicted from whatever charges they cooked up against him. And he saw the attempt on his life. What he was wrong in this video was the eardrum being busted, and that was his interpretation. And he actually made a video here, because after I saw this video, obviously somebody shared it on Twitter. I watched a lot of his content, and in this most recent video from 7 hours ago, he actually says that he saw the like sound waves, kind of like when the Matrix. In the original Matrix movie, when Neo is dodging the bullets, you see the slow motion bullets giving these ripples in the air like sound waves. So when that touched the ear of Donald Trump, he thought that it was the eardrum being busted that is causing the blood. So That was his interpretation and explanation also what happened there. So all in all, it just seems a little bit crazy, to be honest. Somebody was able to predict exactly or so closely to exactly what happened there. So I was looking at some of his videos like, okay, let's see what this guy has predicted in other videos. And then I saw this video here. Basically, he saw in 2017 that XRP would go to $10,000, which is a little bit crazy as well. But anyway, that's what he saw in 2017. And he talked about other things as well. So let's hear him for a minute and a half what he was predicting here.
Then this week, the lawsuit, the SEC lawsuit, was dropped in
the SEC lawsuit against XRP. He's talking about right now.
System. Bam! It's all over the place. Just like the Lord had showed me back in August when I'm mowing the grass. Just like I'm doing, just praying in the spirit, mowing the yard. He says something fixing to happen. Then in a vision, I see XRP go to $5 to an XRP quickly. Like within, I'm not going to give time frames. I just saw this. I saw a vision, and the Lord showed me XRP increasing up to $5. And so he told me, he said, watch it. It will go down to 45 cents. And when you see it go down to 45 cents, this is another sign for you to pray over. And I saw it, and it hit down to about, I think it was about, because I told you I heard about this in I believe it was August. And then it fell again. If you go back and look at the track record, it fell like to 46 cents, somewhere around there. And so, maybe it's 45 cents, somewhere around there. Okay, don't quote me. I'm just telling you things, just winging it here. Okay, so all this stuff is happening, and the Lord shows me XLM. Pray about XLM was another thing the Lord showed me increase. Now I don't know anything about XLM. I'm telling you, I haven't even studied it, but I have studied XRP, and I know it's banking stuff. And He told me OXT. OXT was another cryptocurrency that was like, I get these, like I told you, I'll be praying and the Lord shows me visions, and he will show me things to come. But He'll highlight them. I'll see letters and He'll highlight them with neon light sometimes. And He'll say this, neon light, And so OXT was one. He told me ETH. I saw ETH. I saw Ethereum go well over $10,000 per ETH.
And the final coin he's talking about is Cardano, but he says the vision is not as clear and his heart is not feeling it as much as the other coins that he mentioned here before. So those are the 4 coins that he talked about: XRP, XLM, OXT, and Ethereum. So let's quickly talk about those projects. And by the way, I said that he said that XRP is going to, in 2017, go to $10,000. I don't know if the vision has changed, but now he clearly said that he's expecting XRP to reach $5. That is basically his updated price prediction. So let's take a look at XRP right now. You can see the price is 58 cents and the market cap is $32 billion. So if the price of XRP would reach $5, that would be roughly 9x from the current price. And on the chart, XRP has never been $5 before. So we would have to reach this peak here and go beyond this peak as well. And the market cap at $5 would be roughly $300 billion. Which is a little bit insane to me, because when we take a look at Ethereum, the Ethereum market cap right now is $400 billion. So XRP would basically go on par with Ethereum. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Obviously, XRP, they are trying to bring these CBDCs to the world. So if they are able to make some major partnership and suddenly launch some crazy CBDC, who knows? Obviously, this could easily go to $300 billion. But that's obviously just speculation. I don't have any insider information or anything like that. What I was seeing when I actually researched XRP, like what is the new thing? Is this even possible? They are creating their own stablecoin, which is going to be called Real USD. RLUSD is going to be the ticker, and that's going to launch maybe Q4 of this year. And I don't know how that's going to work out or anything like that. But even $5 to me sounds a little bit far-fetched, because the market cap is so large. But who knows, maybe there will be some partnership coming, and he has been correct about the Trump call, so who knows, maybe it will go to $5. I just thought that was interesting, but to me it sounds a little bit far-fetched. But what he said was the price of XRP goes all the way down to 46 cents. And as you can see from the bottom here, on the 4th of July, it was 44 cents. So pretty much calling the bottom here. I saw it was a little bit lower on the price drop exactly, but right now it has obviously bumped quite a bit. And one of the reasons why it is bumping is obviously because when a guy like this, who has predicted now the assassination attempt on Trump, the persecution of Trump, and probably even the presidency of Trump, when he makes a video like this, you can see 109,000 people have watched this. And I remember when I first saw this video here, he had only about 39,000 subscribers or something like that. And he has had crazy amount of subscribers because of his prediction being going viral. So I think that's obviously a factor. So one of the reasons why actually the price could just continue to climb is because if biblical people just, think this is a sign of God, that's kind of like a meme coin in a way, that it's just a narrative that is driving the price. And if these religious people follow this advice, that alone obviously can drive the price. But XRP, $5, I think is a little bit far-fetched from my opinion. We've never seen XRP go to $5. So something has to fundamentally change, and there has to be like a completely new narrative that will somewhere come out of the blue. Maybe it will be the CBDC, I don't know. Another coin he was talking about is XLM, which is basically the same coin as XRP. So they are trying to bring these CBDs to life. So it's a competitor to XRP from my understanding. And I haven't vetted this project. Previously, I was looking at it because it has made these crazy price jumps. Maybe I was even talking about it in the previous bull run. I don't remember. I remember looking at this project here. But at least if you buy it, you will not be buying the absolute top, at least as of now. So if we see a very nice bull run, who knows, maybe people will flock into this one. And I see that if this will go to like 10x, that will be basically be this top here. Actually, this will be 7x if it reaches here, and all-time high will be roughly 10x from the current price. So I think this has a little bit more potential just from that perspective, currently having half the market cap of XRP. So it's just easier for this to pump. But I think the most noteworthy coin that he mentioned was OXT, which is the Orchid project. An Orchid project, it only has $80 million worth of market cap. And for this reason, I think this has much more potential, because if it's going to be acting like a meme coin, obviously the lower the market cap, the easier it is to double and triple and quadruple the market cap. And this market cap is only $82 million. So for that reason, I think this is like one of the best coins that he's basically saying in these videos. So the market cap was 67 cents or 69 cents when I actually was able to buy it. Before it's now blowing up basically already, going up 20% in the last 7 days. So I was able to buy it a little bit cheaper when I saw the videos, but even now maybe it's not absolutely crazy numbers. And what is OXT? They are basically like a VPN project. So you simply download the application on your phone, on App Store or on Google Play, and then you spend the OXT. And no subscription required, only pay for the connection that you use. And it's a VPN project, and somehow OXT is involved. But the website itself, it's very bad at actually explaining what the hell is OXT. Sorry for using that language. I know this is a religious video, and maybe some people will watch this. But anyway, going forward, decentralize the future, transforming marketplaces with the power of Web3. It's very hard to understand what is this project, but I don't think that really matters. People will buy the idea that this is like a gift from God. So obviously, I think this is more like a meme stock. So from that perspective, if this is the narrative and the narrative is supporting you, yeah, I can easily think that this goes like that. This could even go to 10x because that will be the all-time high here, roughly 10x. So I don't know if that will happen or not, but I'm giving you the thumbs up for this price prediction. I've seen much worse price predictions or coins in the past, so OXT gets the pass from me. Next up, Ethereum, $10,000. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer. If the money flows go into crypto, Ethereum is one of the best coins to actually go to $10,000, and that's only 3x from here. And I think that's just an inevitability at this point that Ethereum will go to $10,000 at some point in time. So I do believe that will eventually happen. Maybe with the ETFs at some point, $10,000 Ethereum is very, very, very likely. I don't think $10,000 XRP is that's just not going to happen, in my opinion. The market cap will just overtake Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency in the market if XRP goes to $10,000. So I think that's completely out of the question. But Ethereum, $10,000, I can believe that. That's exactly the same number as all of the Ethereum enthusiasts, Ethereum maximalists are calling for is $10,000 Ethereum. So yeah, I do believe that is a possibility. So Ethereum and OXT basically get a pass from me. Cardano, I don't really want to talk about Cardano because he said that it's not really in his heart. That's basically his price predictions for these cryptocurrencies. Next up, he's talking about the crash or economic collapse. So I want to talk about this as well in this video because he's talking about it. And in this video here, this is the one that came 8-9 hours ago. This is the video where he's basically also talking about the sound waves coming from the Matrix movies as well. So here he is clarifying on that prediction and basically calling himself out that his prediction was a little bit wrong on the Donald Trump assassination attempt, the eardrum busting, because what happened was that the ear was grazed from the bullet. But anyway, let's hear what he has to say about the economic collapse.
Drums. This is interesting because I've never shared this before. It was a dam. It looked like a Hoover Dam, and it had water, of course, but it wasn't water. It looked like nasty, swampy, muddy-looking, thick water. It was gross, and there were 50-gallon drums balancing up and down in that sludge, and they had written on them like economic crisis. It had like I'm saying. Dollar crash, things like that. And they were written on the barrels. And it was all being contained by this dam. And the Lord said, they're holding back all that until the election is over. And when that is over, it will be released. That's what I saw. And I saw that dam break and it flooded upon the American soil. And all those 50-gallon drums fell and rolled down. It was like a toxic waste is what it looked like, rolling down out of that big dam. And so, like I said, I've never shared that publicly.
So he continues to explain more about the economic collapse. So I will just summarize it. Otherwise, we will be watching this whole video here. So what he's saying is he also sees America as an airplane, and the airplane is kind of crashing. And this is another vision that he had from God. And the plane is crashed and it's in pieces. And he sees Trump basically putting his hands on top of his head and praying in the office. And from there, he starts picking up the pieces of the airplane and sticking them back to the body. And nobody believes that he can make the plane fly again. But for some reason, somehow, he's able to Frankenstein the plane and make it fly once again. And it's never gonna fly as well as it did before, but it will fly, is what he's saying. So what he sees in that vision is he sees an economic union between the Mexico, USA, and Canada, and they will create a currency. They named the currency here in this video as well. It was like a Umendo or something like that. I don't remember. But they will create a new currency for those three countries, and eventually Europe will join in on that currency as well. So he sees a collapse in Europe as well. He sees the war of Ukraine and Russia escalate over to Poland as well. And Europe is basically in turmoil from the war. The euro will collapse and the United States dollar will collapse as well. And he sees this is going to last for 4 years. The first shockwave is going to be the worst. He sees the markets completely fall off a cliff when the dam is breaking, and it's going to last for 2 years is the worst time. And after 2 years, it starts to slowly get better. And 4 years, that's when America will flourish once again. And he says that this new currency that is created by Canada, USA, and Mexico, Europe will join it, and they will do it in response to what's happening with BRICS. So as you know, BRICS is now going to implement their own CBDC currency, and many countries are joining it. He's saying that Venezuela will join BRICS, and many countries will join BRICS, and they will create their own union. And for America, they will be obviously not joining BRICS. They will create their own union, and Europe will basically join that then. And I don't know what will happen then. At that point onwards, we're talking about 2029 already. But basically, what I'm understanding from his speech is that BRICS will be fine, or maybe there will be some turmoil in BRICS, but BRICS will basically gain the economic power in the world for at least for some period of time before America is basically picking up the pieces and coming back online. And he sees a financial crash. He will see borders between Canada and Mexico, but he will not see financial borders between those countries anymore. And I guess that's where the cryptocurrencies come in as well, why he sees them going to the upside as well. Because as everybody knows, Bitcoin cannot be taken down. Even if there's an economic collapse and the major banks go down, Bitcoin will just continue to chug along. And cryptocurrencies will continue to chug along as well. So I guess that's where the cryptocurrencies come in his thinking as well. What else was he saying? Something interesting. I think he's not talking about gold, but I think gold is going to be an interesting option as well in his prediction. But that's basically everything I want to say about his prediction. Now bringing basically my own thoughts and analysis on top of what he has said and predicted as well. So from my perspective, what I have been seeing is I have been seeing the collapse of Europe for a long time. I saw the collapse already back in 2008, 2009, 2010. I don't see the European Union lasting for unlimited periods of time. It's just they are doing so many wrong things managing that. The most glaring problem that Europe has is energy dependency. They haven't created nuclear facilities. They don't have oil. They don't have the natural resources to create energy within Europe. And because BRICS countries are basically the energy producing countries in the world, and now what Europe has also done, USA has done it as well, and Canada and other countries, is that they have moved manufacturing over to BRICS countries, China and India and African countries as well, is that they just don't have the industrial base anymore. And if there's going to be a financial crash, that will basically take the only power that Europe and the United States have anymore. As we see from the war, what's going on in between Russia, USA is not the military might it once was. And even China is now rivaling USA as well. So financial power is the only power that Europe and USA have anymore. And if that is taken out, that's going to mean bad times for Europe and USA, obviously. So from his vision or prophecy, is not too far away from what I'm thinking. And what he's calling for is a collapse in 2025, soon after Donald Trump's presidency starts. But until then, we're basically having good times, economic growth, patriotism is rising, and all these things. But after Trump is taking into power, I've seen some other people talking about it as well. Like Deep State has laid a trap on Trump, basically making the economic collapse on top of Trump, and they hope to have power from that. But that will be going basically against the deep state and those things, and then people will have power once again from there. But on another video, when I looked at his videos, is that he's saying that the leader of Saudi Arabia is the Antichrist. So there's a lot of esoteric stuff around this. But I personally find it very fascinating that these guys, they are bringing their face forward and they're just completely bold at making these predictions. And sometimes these guys are right. And as you can see, he was right about Donald Trump's ear being shot at, and he's surviving the assassination attempt. And now it looks very likely that he will be the president as well. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I just thought this was an extremely, extremely interesting topic, at least. And personally, I hope things will be fine for USA and Europe. I hope they can get their act together and go for that energy independency, and they can get the manufacturing base back into those countries, because that will create more safety around the world, so that countries are not so dependent on other countries. If all of the leverage is given to BRICS countries, the manufacturing base, the energy base, that means that they obviously have more leverage against Europe and United States. So I want these countries, Europe and G7 countries, to basically flourish as well, because that will keep a balance in the world, and that will create safety. I don't want one power to have the ultimate power. But we'll see how things go. I think this is very interesting, and I'm very interested to hear what you guys think will happen and how things will play out. What do you think of his predictions on XRP, XLM, OXT, and Ethereum? What do you think of Cardano? And I'm very curious to see what you guys think. And if you like this kind of content, I'm probably not going to make this exact kind of content anymore in the future. But I thought this was at least funny enough, meme-worthy enough, and perhaps some people, some of you guys will actually even go and watch his videos and maybe even turn to Christ. Who knows? I think this is just interesting to talk about. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.